feel like I really learned more about myself today. Completely
Love that.
honest. I feel like I've learned more about myself and like it's in your fucking business, bro. I feel like there's a pathway, bro. It feels like there's like it's more targeted. I feel like my view is it could be more targeted within different applications of my life. Well, today specifically for content creation and social media and shit like that. But this is why I love gloving, right? It's like I can take that concept and use it somewhere else. So that's what I mean by tools.
Right.
So like yeah, I've been given more tools to be able to think clearly about things that matter.
In this video, I'm showing you what it's like to be in a life coaching session with me. In this session, I help my client identify his core values so he can utilize them in his business and daily decision making. I want to give a big shout out to Puppet for allowing me to use this video on my YouTube channel. Now, enjoy the video. My bad,
It's
man.
like a no, you're good. It's like a like will come, like a little like, and I'm trying to capture it all on my TikTok. I got like a little basket. I'm trying to collect it all by looking at my TikTok. I'm trying to look, gives me that endorphin rush, bro. It's not good. It's not good at all. It is not. It's because it's so fucking interesting. Like, see, look, I'm like autopilot right there, dude. It's crazy, bro. It's like a fucking drug. I was sick 2 weeks ago, and I
Mhm.
recovered last week, and then so that's why my voice is shot right now. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I feel pretty good. Yeah, I feel pretty good. It's just yeah, just looking at my TikTok all the entire time.
It's
Um,
addicting for sure.
it's super. It's not
The way
good,
that they
bro.
program that specific app is for a retention and addiction. So like it'll push all the things that you love based on like the algorithm just to keep you on the platform. It's one of the reasons why I boycotted it for so long, but I know that it's valuable, so I'm like posting there. But I have a timer with my iPhone
Hmm.
that it's only 15 minutes. So that's enough for me to post and get the fuck out, you know?
Yeah, you know what's fucked up too is they changed something like on the TikTok. It'll tell you that you have like one notification, but that one notification might be on a singular video, but the notification will be like 200 people liked your video in like a minute. So it's like, dude, I want to click on the one message to see a bigger amount of likes on my post. And then so it's like, dude, that's like fucked up. Like, I'm like, what? Like, it's like an even bigger endorphin rush, and you gotta. It's like, yeah, they have that shit down to a science. It's ridiculous, but I mean,
Yeah.
fuck, dude. I've been pretty successful, man. Like this whole thing, like it's been pretty successful. It's gnarly. So it's like, yo, like the goal that I had earlier. It's like,
Yeah.
man, I feel like we're gonna break that goal pretty soon, man. So
Love that. Love
what
that.
I'm doing, what I'm not doing, it's like, okay, sorry about how I present shit, but I'm like jacking off, bro. It's like I'll post a video and I'll get like a bunch of likes and that makes me money, and I'll not optimize my time to make more money. It's like I'm jacking off. It's like I'm watching myself get money, and it's like, okay, I could be doing something to compound on it, but here I am just looking at it and watching more TikTok. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
really optimizing my time in that regard.
Yeah. So you're absorbing the win, you're feeling the dopamine, and then you're just sitting on it like, yep, I
Yeah.
did good,
It's like,
until
yeah,
you
I mean,
feel
I
the need
basically
to
worked
do it
today.
again.
Yeah, it's like I basically worked today. That's like my thought.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not a good thought.
Makes sense. Makes sense. All right.
Yeah.
So what are some wins? Give me some wins from the past 2 weeks that you've had.
My wins, I'm currently hitting another video that's about to hit a million. And keep in mind, like a
Nice.
million views is around like 150 to $200. But the trajectory that it's going, it looks like it's gonna hit 3 mil. Because I compare the statistics to the other videos that I have, it's probably gonna hit 3 mil soon. So that's like another grand almost. You know what I mean? 600, 700, give or take. I'm really starting to understand what is popping off. I think I kind of got it. It's just I don't really have that as much content to do that because most of them are classes. My
Hmm.
wins are I'm really starting to understand. Those are my wins. I have another profile, another idea because I made
Hmm.
another TikTok, but it's an experiment where if I can get viral on that idea, then it's like it's even less effort than the gloving shit. And it's like if that pops off, then it's like holy shit, we're good. But I'm working on it. I'm working on that account right now. The conceptually, I think I got something because I'm like
Okay.
thinking like if I could do that on TikTok with gloving, I can do that with anything. And
Right.
then so yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
So you're just niching, picking different niches and exploring, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, and exploring.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just exploring everything. Yeah.
I mean, that's good. I mean, those are wins, dude. Like, you're starting different things and exploring like what you enjoy doing. So that's good. If you don't mind me asking, like, what would be like the most important thing that you need from me today?
Yeah, man. I mean, what's really bad about me is I forget things a lot. Like there might be
Hmm.
like what I like about talking with you is like you'll give me like these little pearls of like wisdom sometimes, and it really resonates with me. So
Hmm.
oftentimes I forget. I mean, from here on out, it's kind of like okay, like I feel like I'm on a good track. So it's like,
Okay.
what else more could I do? It's like, I mean, I valued your information on like YouTube and stuff. That's another thing. I am so all in on TikTok right now that like, I think we talked about this last time. I'm not spending nearly as much time making free content on YouTube because that's what I could be doing. You know what I mean? Like while my TikTok, it's like passive, right? TikTok is kind of passive. And then so it's like when I'm actively doing more like monetary, whether it be classes or stuff like that, it's like there's still like a gray area of like how I can do that better or if there's any value you can provide there. You know what I'm saying?
So you're having a hard time just posting on other platforms, is what you're saying?
I think it's yeah, and I guess the more thing about it, it really does come down to just time management as well. Posting on other platforms. Yeah.
Well, I understand that you're not making money on the other platforms, but what's stopping you from just putting what you already put on TikTok as a short or an
Yeah.
Instagram reel?
No, yeah, no. Because like the strategies are different, right? Because I still like if I'm gonna do it, if I'm still gonna go on Instagram or on YouTube, and I don't make nearly as much money as TikTok, but like I've learned that a lot of my like classes come from YouTube. They come from
Hmm.
Instagram. Those are my classes, right? It really just comes down to doing it. But I just feel like I have the addictive part of TikTok is really hindering my focus on other platforms because I still
Hmm.
value other platforms.
So tell me more about that. What is it about this addiction or whatever that's not helping you, post on the other platforms?
I know it just comes down to just me freaking doing it. It's like, okay, I'll just go on TikTok. I'll like look at my analytics. I told you, I showed you, I have like an analytics chart. And then like, I'll just go on For You pages and then like, I'll just like do research. Like a lot of my time is like doing research because there's always new pieces of information on that freaking platform where it's like, I feel like I'm missing out. But then I feel like I'm missing out on Instagram too. And then it's like, I want to be more consistent on YouTube. I feel like I'm talking in circles because like we talked about this last time where it just feels like the I'm not getting rewarded instantly on YouTube or Instagram.
You're
Yeah.
getting that cocaine bump.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of just coke, yeah, lines
Yeah,
throughout the
yeah.
day.
I understand that the strategies are different for sure. On each platform,
Yeah.
there's a different thing. The cool thing is that they're all trying to compete with TikTok. And if you can just post the same videos on those, at least it gives you exposure. Because like the main thing is you want views, you want eyes, and you want income. That's the whole business model. You want to funnel people into your ecosystem.
Yeah.
And by putting out different nets in different platforms, then you get to get more fish. Right now, all the fish are coming at TikTok because everyone's addicted to TikTok. It's like every second that I'm around people, they're always fucking doom scrolling, doom scrolling. It's the reason why I
Yeah.
try to stay away from that platform.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. There's money there. That's like the truth of it. There's money on other platforms too, but it's up to you to just like put that energy to just post it. Even though it's
Right.
the a strategy for TikTok, the strategy for the other platforms is collecting watch hours. Like the platforms want you to keep people on their platform. And even if you're using strategies from TikTok, if it's working for TikTok, that's already proof of concept that it will work for other platforms
Yeah.
because it's retention.
Yeah.
People they're binge watching and
Yeah, it
looking
is
at your
proof of
shit.
concept. Yeah, it is proof of
Yeah.
concept. Right.
If you understand that, what exactly is stopping you from just hitting upload?
Maybe I'm just fucking lazy, bro. Maybe it's just freaking annoying to post the same thing over and over and over again. That's probably, I'd say it's like, it's like, I guess just posting something, the same thing, and then like think of the hashtags, I mean, I have the hashtags now, it's just doing it. It's so annoying. Maybe this is where I tell my girlfriend, yo, babe, can you like just post this on my Instagram for me? Like, I don't have to do social media
Yeah.
manager or some shit.
Do you have any little sisters or little brothers that you can pay?
Only child.
Okay,
I'll
okay.
let you.
I mean, there's virtual assistants you can get from like the Philippines that are like really cheap.
Part of me doesn't like trust anybody on my freaking socials though. Like I don't trust people on my socials. It's like I'm so scared. Like I don't want to get hacked. I need to be somebody that I really trust.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. Like you don't want your stuff to be taken from you. You know, you've worked really hard for that.
Yeah.
You know, there are credible sources out there though that have credibility, they have like longevity, they've been doing this stuff for a while. So just don't go to some random person that's emailing you like on your email, like, hey, I'll fucking run your socials for you, you know. But like
Yeah.
there's like Fiverr that has like contracts built within it to make sure that they're fucking doing things with integrity. So
Right. Yeah, I've been thinking about even like editing my like Patreon videos is starting to be like become like a hassle. It sucks because like prior to me blowing up on TikTok, I was like, yeah, man, like uploading all the Patreon stuff. I used to love it. I used to love doing it because it's like, I was making this X amount of money. Now that there's this bigger thing, it's like I'm like devaluing that now. But that's when the gratitude comes into play. Then I don't feel as bad about it. Yeah, I guess, it's so easy for me to kind of just devalue something once this bigger thing is happening. And that's like definitely like a mental thing going on and I get either lazy. If my brain goes, if I could just focus all in on this one thing, then I could make even more and compound on that. Like I've always been like a put all my eggs in one basket kind of guy throughout my life. Only recently I've started to really not really not do that. But like younger, I was really like that. It was like all in or nothing, you know?
hmm.
So
Explains why
yeah,
you got so good at gloving.
yeah, dude, exactly, man. It's like even with games, it's like I can't.
Mm.
All my friends, they'll play a game, and then they'll play another game, and then it's like, what the? I'm not playing like three different games at the same time, bro. I'm grinding this one game and not focusing on anything else. As I grew older, it's like, no, yeah, I have to diversify somehow. Like,
Right. Because if TikTok goes away, then there goes
I
everything.
got this. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. I guess
Yeah.
that's a good way. That's a good mindset right there. Yeah, that's a great mindset right there. Yeah, if like TikTok goes away, then I'll have Patreon, and it's not that bad. Yeah, yeah, dude.
Mhm.
And see, that's what I'm talking about. It's like I just need shit like that. That right there really helps me.
Right. Write that one
Yeah, that.
down. Write that one
Yeah,
down.
dude. Like,
That's why a lot of professional like entrepreneurs and personal brands, they end up creating websites with their own subscription base so they can move people off platform and into their own ecosystem. That
yeah,
way,
yeah.
yeah, that way if anything happens to these social media accounts, at least you still have your core audience, the ones that are like true to you.
Squarespace is not. It's so expensive. They freaking upcharge like how much like extra percent. I forget how much they put, but like I've thought about that going to Squarespace. I'm like, damn, dude, Squarespace takes a lot of money.
In business, it costs money to make money for sure, dude.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
everybody wants a cut, including Uncle Sam. But you know,
Right,
I'm not trying to
right.
get political. But Tom, so you said something interesting earlier. You said that you have a hard time trusting people with your socials. What does trust look like to you?
Yeah. Okay, trust means they're gonna do exactly what they say. That's it. Is they're gonna do exactly what they say. They prove themselves worthy enough to be where it's like I don't have this other thought in the back of my head. Like
Okay.
there's a mental security, right? So the mental
Mhm.
security, and yeah, like that's what trust is to me. The mental
I love that.
security, and I trust. Yeah.
I love that. Okay. So how can you ensure that the person you hire is going to do exactly what you want or
I
what they
gotta be. I gotta have my eyes over their shoulder, bro. Like that's
something
that.
that involves less of you? Could you think of
Yeah, I
something
don't
that involves
know.
less?
I don't know. I'm completely honest. I don't know.
Okay. What
You
if you
know,
did though?
like
Hmm.
if there's a way to track. Okay, like they record the whole session. You know what I mean? They record the whole session of them on my account doing the things that they're doing, and they're not like doing anything else. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's really I have really bad trust issues in that regard because like I've been hacked before. You know what I
Oh
mean?
well.
Yeah, and so like I've and it fucking especially with things like Instagram. I don't know. I just value my Instagram account and my TikTok account so much that there's no fucking way. There's just no way. Like I don't know. I don't know what they would have to do.
Okay. Something that you said is that they would record their
Yeah.
whole process to make sure that they did the way you wanted it to do. So what that tells me is that you already have a specific way of doing things. Is that right?
I do, but I'm open. You know what I mean? I
Okay.
do. Yeah. I do
Okay.
have,
Okay.
but I'm very open.
So this is perfect. So when we're building our own business, right? We have systems and procedures. Say if you work at a specific like CVS, right? They have systems and procedures. They know how to train you so you can make sure that you're doing the fucking job right, or else
Right.
you're getting fired and getting kicked the fuck out. Facts? Okay. So you already have a specific way of doing something. You already know how you like things to be done. Would it be beneficial for you to document that process? So if you were to hire someone, you gave them the exact script and expectations to do the thing that you wanted them to do.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. There is a way. 100% there's a way.
Something that McDonald's does, it's not that they make fucking great fucking burgers, right? The best thing that McDonald's does is that they are able to replicate themselves anywhere around the world because they've documented their procedures and their systems. So if
Right.
you're able to do that for your management on socials and you hire someone on Fiverr and you give them a Google Doc telling them this is exactly what I need you to do on a daily basis or whatever, however that looks like for
Yeah.
you. But
Yeah.
if you already have it documented, the procedures and everything, then you can see if they're doing things right without having them
Mm.
record themselves doing the process. It's like, are these boxes getting checked every day? If they're not, you're getting fired.
You know, if I were to hire someone, it would probably be a Glover.
Okay. I love
Like
that.
an intern.
Yeah, people love working with other people that have the same passion. When we hire people, there's a process where we analyze core values. And I believe that every business should have its own core values and should hire people that align with those core values. Like
Mhm.
for example, I'll give you mine. My core values is wisdom, impact, and freedom. And replicate that on my business when it comes to Prosperous Pathways. I
Yeah.
want to create content on YouTube and I want to educate myself with all the knowledge that I have back here
Yeah.
with to be able to share that knowledge with others, which in return will give impact to others, which will give me currency so I can have freedom. So
Yeah.
everything aligns with my core values. And with my girlfriend, we share a couple of core values because I have about like 10, but
Mm.
with my girlfriend, we share five. And we've already agreed that if we were to have kids, these are the five core values that we want to
Oh,
instill in our children because we are on the same mission. And some of those is like generosity,
yeah.
kindness, wealth, I think is very valuable. But identifying your core values is a great exercise.
I don't even know what my core values are.
Oh,
Let me go figure that out.
well, we got some time. I don't know if you want to
Yeah,
you
dude.
want to do some an
Yeah, I'm
exercise.
down. I'm down. I feel like that would be very beneficial. I haven't because I mean, yeah, I hear that all the time, man. Core values, but I haven't really dived deeper than that. You know, I haven't really dived deep on what my actual core values
Okay, so give me one moment. Let me get this document out. Go ahead and check your TikTok so you can get that dopamine hit. I'm just kidding.
are. Dude, I went to go grab my phone.
You did, you did.
It's like, okay, man, you're telling me? Yeah, man, I'm gonna go fucking do it.
I do this a little bit different than this document, but I find this very helpful for my clients. So some of the things to think about, okay, you're gonna get 120 examples of values, all right?
Jesus Christ. Okay, there's that much
Yeah.
values?
There's
Damn.
so there's so many, bro. There's so many, but it's important to refine them because a lot of them kind of mean the same thing, but then if you really analyze the fundamental definition, then it like resonates with
Yeah.
you more.
Okay.
Okay, but some of the things that you need to think about is like what motivates you and energizes you each day. What activities are the most important to you?
Holy
What
fuck.
makes you wish it was morning already? Fucking excited to get up, right? What do you enjoy talking about and sharing? What are you willing to do every day and dedicate your life to? At the end of your life, what would you be happy about? What are you passionate about? What fulfills you? What makes you really angry? And overall, what is it that you really want? Okay. I know that's a lot to just take in, just reading all those questions, but
Hmm.
these are the list of core values, right? So what I
Hmm.
want you to do,
Hmm.
all right, I'm gonna go through each page. Do you have a document open that you can write with?
Yeah, I got my word pad right here.
Okay. So in the beginning, I just want you, even if they mean the same shit, I want you to go through the list and then just pick the words that connect with you that you feel connect with you. Just like, okay, I like this word. Even if it's a shit ton and you have a big ass list, we're gonna refine it down the line. But just like go through the list,
Okay.
pick the ones that resonate with you. And then once you're done, I'm gonna go to the second page. While you're doing that, I'm gonna
Wait,
fill
how
up
many
my water
words?
bottle.
How many words?
As many as you as connect with
Okay.
you. So in the beginning, we're just gonna fill it all up. All right, all the ones that you believe are Kevin. Like that's
Oh, okay.
Kevin.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kevin.
You know what I mean? We're gonna refine it
Yeah,
afterwards. We're gonna shorten the list afterwards. But okay, so this is the first page. I'm gonna go refill my water bottle while
for
you do
sure.
this, and then I'm
Okay.
gonna go to the next page when I come back.
Okay.
We're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Cool. So, how many do you have on your list?
yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Cool. You're a lot better than a lot of my other fucking clients.
What the hell?
It is some people like fucking put the whole damn list on there. I'm just like, all right. So now I want you to think about three people that you look up to. Do you have three people that you can think of that you look up to? Name them out loud if you can.
One of them is my boss.
Okay. Put down there your boss, and I would show you why in a little bit. Okay. Two more.
Yeah. Like who I like idolize and like as a person?
What do you mean? Yeah, as a person, as an animal, as an alien.
Why is this so hard, bro?
I don't know. That's a good question. There's something there that's stopping you, but I'm sure you have people you look up to.
Dude, this is fucking hard. This is actually nuts. I mean, I can't fucking name anymore, bro.
Okay.
Like who
So
I'm
let's
like
focus on
thinking,
your boss
yeah.
then for right now, while we fucking brainstorm the other two a little bit later. From your boss, if you look at the core values that you listed up on top, is there five that represent your boss?
There's a lot.
Can you
Yeah.
can you put five, just five, the ones that speak to you the most, the one that's like,
Yeah.
this is my boss for sure.
Yeah, I got you. Did it have to be five?
You got this, dude. You got this. You know your boss.
You know why this is hard? It's because my boss is a lot like me. And then so if I'm looking at this list, then any of these could be like him. Yeah. Okay, I got five. I got five.
Okay, cool. Now, do you have any other people that you look up to, like teachers, your parents, your friends, public speakers, TV personalities?
I don't know if this is it's hard because I have this mold, or if
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely don't look up to anybody besides him. Because there's people that I respect, and then
Okay.
but I don't model myself after them. It's like I respect what they do, and like I really admire them as a person, but like looking up to them, that means such a specific thing to me, you
Gotcha.
know?
Okay, so then let's go with that. Since you don't idolize a lot of people, which is a fantastic thing. Just want to reassure you that that is a fantastic thing,
Interesting.
that you're not actively idolizing people, because it means that you're not putting people on a pedestal. Okay?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
let's work with that. Let's work with people that you respect and add those to the list.
Yeah, up to
Two.
my mom. And then the things that we share.
Okay, so before we do the core values for your mom, name one more person.
Oh, okay, I got one.
Okay. Now, five values that represent your mom, and then five values that you represent the third person that you chose, and just list them under their name.
The core values that we share.
Not that you share, that just like represent that person.
Oh, I see. From my list.
Yeah,
Right.
from your list.
Bro, I like read this list. I'm like, that's super Asian.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds funny.
Okay, and then the third guy,
Yeah. Who is the third guy?
Porter Robinson.
Love that. Okay. One of my core values that I share with my girlfriend is creativity. And
That's one of mine. That's probably a higher, way up higher on the list.
I love Flume because of that.
Oh, yeah. Flume stuff is so weird.
I love it. It's
It's
very
it's it's it's
creative.
dope. Yeah, it
So
is.
many layers.
Yeah. See, it's interesting because with Porter, it's like the only way that I could really know is just through the music and some of the interviews that I've watched of
I love that. You
him.
know, he embodies his personal brand through those videos where
Yeah,
you can able to
yeah.
connect with him that way.
Right. I think we're
All right.
good.
So we're getting closer, right? We're getting closer. And I like this exercise because this is an exercise that was done to me during a hiring process when I was doing cold calling at a real estate company. Yeah, and I didn't know what they were doing until I got certified as a life coach. And then I learned my core values and I was just like, oh, motherfuckers did that to see if I was a good fit so I could get hired.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah. So this is the thing that I adopted from that
Mm.
experience. And when you write down three people that you respect or look up to, right? Chances are you respect or look up to them because they share similar core values to you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So the reason why I made you go through the list and just like pick words that connect with you is because now you're tapping into who you are as a person, right?
Yeah.
And the things that you value. Now, read off the five things for your boss and then your mom
Okay.
and Porter.
Okay. So Alex, that's my boss. Creativity, passion, uniqueness, freedom, and helping others. Oh,
Mhm.
and then my mom, excellence, achievements, learning, success, and expertise.
Okay.
And then Porter's creativity, nurturing, passion, happiness, and discovery.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah,
So
bro.
if there's any that repeat, chances are those are the ones that are like the higher
Yeah.
values for you.
I also
Okay.
looking at that right now.
So
Yeah.
creativity and passion showed up twice.
Yeah, it
Would it be
did.
safe to say that those are part of your core values?
That's fucking me, man.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
So
how
then
that is me.
if you can select three more to have a total of five for yourself from the
Let's see.
people that you look up to, if there's any there that are there that you would be like, no, this is Kevin to the core. And if you can, write them in order of importance.
I feel like I'm very stats driven. So like achievements is one of them. Achievements is really big on my end. That's why I feel like I got from my mom. Discovery has been always, I can't stay still. I'd always need to be going forward. So like that comes with discovery, right? And freedom is another one. Like
Mhm.
that one comes more from like it may be a little bit more financial and time, the freedom you have with your time. It's like, bro, like if I could just do nothing and make money and I have the freedom to do whatever the fuck I want, then yeah. Who doesn't want that, right? Like who doesn't want that? But then obviously that's not fucking possible. Like there's like a you have to hit a certain level in order to do that. But I
Well,
really value freedom. Freedom of thought, freedom of, freedom time,
yeah,
the freedom to be able to express yourself in however way that you want,
yeah,
like those are some big ones. So
cool.
creativity, freedom, passion, and discovery. That's and achievements, right? Dude,
Yeah.
6 or 5. I don't remember.
So those are your five core values.
Yeah.
Could you rank them in order of importance?
Okay, yeah. So yeah, creativity, then freedom, then passion, then discovery, then achievements.
Okay. So, the importance of finding out your core values, other than hiring people, is identifying what you want to choose when it comes to decisions. For example, you want to post on TikTok, you want to post on YouTube and everything. Whenever you have a choice to do something, analyze your core values and think about, does this connect with my core values? And if so, then do it. If it
Mhm.
doesn't, then move on.
If the job requires the core values, or if the person,
If the choice,
if the
if the
choice
choice
requires, I see. I
aligns with your
see.
core values,
Choice aligns with core values. I see. Okay, that
then
makes a
move
lot more sense.
forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. So if the choice of posting on social media or like all that, if it aligns with the core value,
Yeah. Like whenever you have a
yeah,
choice, right? Like,
yeah.
for example, your friend hits you up and you're like, hey man, what are you doing? And he says, like, hey, would you like to go out drinking tonight? And you're like, let me see. Does it align with my core values? Am I going to be creative? Am I going to have freedom? Am I going to have passion? I forgot the other ones. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
discover no, no, that's really huge.
Yeah.
Because I think about, yeah, a lot of the times when when friends want to hang out, it does not align with my core values.
Then you say no
Yeah, I
respectfully.
do say no. I do say that's the thing. I just, yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
It's really
So that's
big.
that's it's just like a gauge, right? Like a compass. Like the decision in front of you of posting on TikTok, does it align with your core values? It does. Freedom
Yeah,
is number two. Creativity is number one. It aligns
yeah.
with your core values because it allows you to be creative and it allows you to get money to have freedom, you know?
Like even when we went to Slander, you know what I mean? Like even going to Slander, yeah, it allowed me to be creative because I was freaking shooting shit the whole time.
Right.
Being able to be free, do whatever, freaking vacation time. Passion, obviously, gloving, get to meet you guys. That's like one of the biggest things. I get to be
Hmm.
passionate and be creative with people. And
Right.
because of that creativity, seeing everyone in glove, that's in itself a discovery. Like it's like I get
Right.
to see like these new styles and shit, And achievements, I feel is more on the back end, obviously, because I need proof that if I what I was doing, if it was all worth it, then I value the achievements. Yeah,
Yep.
dude, interesting. Really fucking interesting practice. I feel like this one's gonna eat at me, bro. I'm gonna think about this all day.
I love it. That's good. Engrave it. Put it on your fucking wall. Put it on a sticky note. Stick it somewhere that you can see it every day.
I have
Because
this
honestly, that
terrarium. Dude, I have this terrarium. Sorry to cut you off. I thought this was fucking dope as fuck, but you can engrave like a thing on it. Well, it's not on the thing, it's on actually over there. But then on the engraving, I made it say life of creation
mm,
because it's a heart. And so I really value being creative and
mm,
making things materialize and creating, you know what I mean? And then
yeah.
so, yeah, man, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's like, duh, you know what I mean? In my head, I'm like, what the fuck? Obviously, it's got number one is creativity. I mean, sorry, yeah, sorry to cut you off, but
No, 100%. I love it. Thank you for sharing.
yeah,
I actually believe that that's most likely why we connected so easily is
yeah,
because
man.
creativity is one of my core values. Freedom is one of my core values. Authenticity is another one, but it's more like
Mm.
your authentic self is showing when we first met, where it's like you were,
Oh,
sharing information where like, oh, I have this like tick where like I feel like I'm not all there because my hands and like you're
yeah,
sharing, you know, you felt like you had a disorder, you know,
right, right.
yeah, but it's like you were being authentic, and I love that. So that's
Mm.
why I connected with it, but it's most likely why we're here today, right?
Right, right. Interesting. Yeah, that's really
Mhm.
awesome. It's really a lot to think about.
Yeah, I would even challenge you to do this with your girlfriend. Be like, hey,
Yeah,
babe,
that's interesting. I'm gonna do that. Could you send me? Wait, did you send me? Could you
I'll
send me
send it to
that
you.
list? All right, on, brother. Thank you. I'm really interested. Oh man, I'm scared now.
Even if they're different, even if her core values are different, if you need to, you can do 10. So like if you absolutely need to do 10, because like with me and my girlfriend, we didn't align in some of our core values, the five, but
Yeah,
we did 10 and we found words that almost mean the same thing. And then we went
yeah.
together and like switched it up. So our five is creativity, generosity, authenticity, wealth, and wisdom. That's
Mm,
what we want to share with our kids and everything. And for me, my five core that because I had to extend to 10 in order to find similarities, the five for me is wisdom, impact, freedom, authenticity, and communication. Those are my
mm,
five because I love communicating. I think that's my strength. God blessed me with a voice that allows
mm,
me to speak and connect with other people. So like
mm.
that is like one of my top five. But
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, it'll only be
But
beneficial for sure because then maybe it would allow me to understand her more, like things that
exactly. It
I've
will allow
never.
you to understand
Mm.
her more. And also when you're making choices together, you can analyze like, does these
Right.
match with her core values or am I being
Yeah.
selfish right now?
I'm an only child and she's got three sisters, so there's definitely I can already just tell. I can I mean if I'm gonna look at the list, I can probably call out somewhere. Oh, like yeah, that's definitely more of a core value because I'm not a very family guy. I'm completely honest.
Yeah.
Being
Family is
only
what you make
child.
it.
Yeah, true.
Because like my family, even though I'm not an only child, I grew up in a family of five, but
Mm,
I'm more connected with my friends than I am with my family. I don't talk to any
same
of my
here.
aunts or uncles, but it's okay. It does That's not a bad thing. Okay, so I'm sending it to you. So the way that I did it is a little bit different than what it actually tells you to do, because
Sure.
right there it just tells you to like just pick them. And
Yeah.
like think about those questions and just pick them. But I like
Uh-huh.
the way this way where you find people that you look up to or respect, and then you put it down because subconsciously you're identifying your own core values without having to internally analyze your own. Because sometimes
Mm,
it's difficult to like really pick out
I
your own,
understand.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you pick out somebody else and you start breaking them down, then you look back and you're like, oh wait, these things are me. Like I see me in them. Make sense?
Right. 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 And some of them is very feel like I've learned it. Like especially with my mom, because she really values achievements. It might be the reason why I value it too. It's because she's always wanting for me to achieve something, to be successful in something. And then so I guess I'm the same way too. I never
Exactly.
thought about that actually. I really didn't. I've never. That's a new thought.
Love that.
Yeah,
This is the benefits of having a life coach, right?
yeah,
You get
dude.
to
Yeah, man.
explore and really
Yeah,
like
dude.
figure out like who you are as
That's
a
that's the thing too. But yeah, I really appreciate that, brother. There are things that like you don't know what you don't know, right? I've said this before, and it's like
Mhm.
I feel like you like allow me to see things that I just are, you unveil certain things to me where it's like, okay, that's there. I didn't know that that was there, right? And I think
Yeah.
I think for me because I'm very spotlight, my attention is very spotlight, and then so a lot of things get left in the dark. But with the life coach, it allows you to see the other things that you never would have considered or just things that I don't know that exist. Like I would have never thought about this today if it weren't for you. So you're giving me another perspective. You're like a walking, breathing mushroom.
A walking, breathing mushroom. That's
Yeah,
funny.
bro. Yeah, because I mean, I don't know if you do psilocybin, but like psilocybin allows me to see all these perspectives, right? And then so it's the same thing, except I'm sober. So
I feel you. I mean, I've done psychedelics in the past. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Lucy Drop came
Oh,
from.
duh, dude. Someone noticed you on my TikTok. I got a comment. I was like, "Yo, that's Lucy Drop." I was like, "Oh shit!" Like they know. Yeah, on the TikTok I posted, I was like, "Oh yeah, duh." Dude, I
That's
completely
funny.
forgot. I don't know why I didn't think of fucking Lucy Drop. That's so sick. I completely went out of my mind, bro. That's
Yeah,
so
dude.
funny.
And you know what's funny? Before I even did my core values, the whole Lucy Drop thing, I had a slogan, small ripples cause big waves, because the little
I remember
droplet
that.
leaves an impact
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
leaves little ripples and they cause big
Oh.
waves. So before I even knew my core values, I was already preaching impact. And
Hmm.
yeah, and it came from that. It came from Lucy in the sky with diamonds.
That's really interesting because like I've been thinking about like what is my mission as a teacher for gloving? I mean, even still today, I'm still trying to define that because sorry, see, I'm having problems trying to define. I'm still it's this is a work in progress, but
It's good.
I really believe that someone at least once in their lifetime should find themselves or discover themselves to be in flow state, like
Yeah.
finding your flow, finding your rhythm, because like I get comments like on TikTok like where it's like, what is the point of this, what is the point of this, what is the point of this? But like as a dancer, you know what I mean, like dancers know like you gotta be moving, like there's a flow, like it's like not even just expression. I mean, yeah, some of it is expression, but like getting in flow state and being just in the moment doing movement that you love. I feel like someone like a person at least once in their lifetime should be able to be able to do that. I feel like there's a lot of people around the world that never haven't been able to do that. So,
Exactly.
learning how to word that is still definitely a work in progress. But when you say that, like even in your brand, I'm still trying to discover that with like with my businesses. Like I feel like everyone should like, again, I'm trying to find the words for it, but like I feel like everyone should have a flow. Like everyone should figure out find their flow or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
totally
So
understand what you're saying.
yeah. So it's like it's interesting that,
Have you listened to the Power Up Now, the book recommendation?
I did not.
Okay, okay, okay.
Again, I'm all over the place. I really need to just find a time to be like, okay, yeah, read these books. I've been recommended so many books, I just never get to it. But
Gotcha, gotcha.
I'm all ears.
Audiobooks, man, like you can just put them on and then just walk around, do wash your clothes or whatever, right? But the reason why I mentioned this again is because when I think about flow state, I think about being present.
Yeah.
So when you're in a flow state, you're not thinking about the future, you're not thinking about the past, you're just literally in the
Like,
now,
yeah. Yeah.
you know? So that's why I mentioned it again because it's like it maybe listening to that book will help you come up with the words, that connect with you. Yeah.
I'll definitely consider that.
So we're getting close to the end. Just want to end our sessions with just a reflection, right?
Yeah.
So, what are some key takeaways from today's session that you got and that you found valuable?
Yeah, easy is just the key takeaways, obviously, finding out my core values. I feel like I really learned more about myself today. Completely
Love that.
honest. I really feel like I've learned more about myself and like it's actually Bro, it's in your fucking business, bro. I feel like there's a pathway, bro. Like it's in your it feels like there's like it's more targeted. I feel like my view is it could be more targeted within different applications of my life. Well, today specifically for content creation and social media and shit like that. But this is why I love gloving, right? It's like I can take that concept and use it somewhere else. So that's what I mean by tools.
Right.
So like yeah, I've been given more tools to be able to think clearly about things that, about things that matter. And so, yeah, man, that's definitely the biggest takeaway. That and the relationship thing, the doing this with my girlfriend, I think will be really fun, and it'll be
Yeah,
just more beneficial in more than just one way.
100%. Let me know how that
Yeah,
goes. I would love
yeah,
to
I
follow up with
will.
that.
I hope it don't turn into a fight, bro.
Ah, nah. You gotta stay positive, man. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
like you guys been together this long for a reason.
yeah. I know. We banter though. There's we've been so long that we banter, and
Yeah.
it's that's just the dynamic of our relationship.
And then what are some commitments for yourself that you can create for yourself from here until next week, until our next meeting, to like
Yeah,
really keep you on track?
dude, I'm completely honest. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep my commitment. So what I'm doing is creating content on Monday or Tuesday if I have no time, if things happen. I kind of want to make a commitment to like live my life this way, like with these core values, because I feel like yeah, these are like things that I mean, like those what they are core values. I feel like if things just don't align, like just committing my life. I mean, I understand that there are other core values that like, you know what I mean? It's good to learn and do them, but I feel like committing to this, if my life doesn't have some of this, then it's like, why even bother? Then I'm not living a life that's like, that's not what I want to
Genuine to
do.
yourself.
Genuine.
Bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
love that. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, man. That's freaking awesome.
What do you need from me for like support from here until next week?
Fuck, man. I'm completely honest, bro. You're doing an amazing job. I don't know. I mean, just keep doing this, bro. I mean, I don't know how to answer that. I'm completely honest. These little practices, I have a lot of fun doing them. Like this session, I think has been the most fun. So whether or not that's like a clue, that like discovery, right? That's one of my things. My core value is discovery. And so anything that allows me to discover where I'm like learning new pieces, where I can take that within my life, moving forward, where I can take it with my business moving forward. I feel
Yeah.
like the discovery aspect in that regard is really important. You know, the more you learn, the more I learn. It's like, okay, the only better that I'm gonna become as a person or as a business person or in business, so
Exactly.
so yeah,
Dope. Okay. Then I'll make sure to keep that in mind so that
for
in our
sure.
next session we can do more activities like this so you can learn more
Yeah,
about.
cool, man. Yeah, that'd be great.
Cool. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you're interested in watching another video, click here so you can continue your path to prosperity.